It's so amazing. It's so amazing.
Welcome home, baby.
Maliki release. Stick the indictment right here, dog. I know you didn't want to see me out. Who gon' shut me up now? I'ma get life, baby. That's how we roll. Truth back now, cracking. And time to wake up the hood. Maliki album release, all, but it's all to the good. They wanna know about my story, the truth about Corey. This Armageddon and me and Ice in my apartment before me. Trust me, you really don't got the ear for it. Pardon is dating, and don't think they make the draw for it. Imagine 36 ounces raw blended in water, then double to over 96 within 20 hours. The block hours, but the super power come with its drama. Ain't on my mama, they gon' hate me for it. Trust me, I know it. My mother was best friends with your moms, and we played in the tub. My sister and your cuz, who were tighter than we was. I don't care about the time, I don't even care about you lying, I don't even care about you stealing, but you playing with my feelings. I named my son after you, and this is what you do, dog. You really got me twisted, and I know you somewhere listening. These cats ain't soldiers, man. I'm the reason why you have money in your pocket. I'm the reason why you even known in these streets. Yeah, because I really do know the name. But you played me. Who fed you, dog? Who cribbed you lived in? Who the reason why you out here known, dog? That's me, dog. So come there, brother. MallikiBaker, love you, cuz. Close the middle. You ain't never spent 1,000. You ain't never owned a crib. You ain't never had a whip. Ain't nobody knew you here. You never wore no bigger diamonds. Who the one that got you shining? What's the reason why you grinding? What's the reason why you lying? Talking about how you never got those people on me. See, that's only because I beat you and I entered that plea for shorter time. But what friend of mine was steal from his homie, lay with my woman, and I didn't even owe you no money. And it's funny because I loved you and I opened my home. Your heart don't even care no more for you because it's wrong. Now the streets leave you alone because they all know the truth. And the guys that hang around you, they ain't knowing the truth. Tried to introduce you to ice, but he was telling me like, this brother funny, he bad money, I don't trust him for nothing. But I'm like, dog, that's my man for over 25 years. Blood, sweat, and tears, but I'm the only one doing these years. I'ma tell you about betrayal. Betrayal comes from within. That's how you get close to inflict the night, player. See, that's what it did to me. It'll never be you, because I really did love you, cuz. But you played my own road dog, man. 25 years, we eating at the same table. And this what you do to me, man. We even got the same family. It'll never be you, telling me came and cold. Love you, cuz. But you played.
Done did it, what he do it for? We ain't cut from the same cloth, yeah, you knew it, bro. Conniving and backstabbing, on a low sack grabbing. Rather be swift, real spit, yo, it's coming at ya like the body snatcher. Bet the shotty grab ya. Fat bastard, loyalty is a concept. Honor is a privilege, something that you ain't earned yet. Hard to understand why you ain't been burned yet. Guess it ain't your turn yet. 24 like that, 10 toes strike back. Dead life, click clack. Corey, did you get that? On sight, spit that. Leave from the state, but on sight, I'ma get that. Never knew what love out. She done brought them bloods out. Screaming you a thug, I put blood in a thug's mouth. Spit out and try it. You ain't never been a friend. I'ma get stand up.
I wouldn't never fuck the Keisha. I ain't even wanna meet her. But you brought that woman to me. She was working with them people. Then they hit me with 16 and they kicked you with 3. You can just 5 to your lip bust, but we all know what's up. Then certain kids got taken, cause you throw from it, partner. They hit the spot and they found dope and 2 baby socks. And I'm not threatened by none, nor afraid of no guns. I'm more petrified than scrutinized than you throw in your gums. Look, when you talk, the police come like what you know this man from and where you get this show from. I tell you what I know, son. Player talking to gangster, but they living a lie. See, I sacrifice and I testify to the soul of my life. Put the hood on it, cause everybody snitching the coffin to the pen or to the coffin like the evidence missing. You told secrets nobody knew that I mentioned to you. Your affidavit, 200 pages of places and faces. Milwaukee full of these cowards, and I bet you 1,000. They bad mouthing and pointing. Now with a fugitive wanted, I don't go to clubs or labor tricks. I'm through being friends. In the end, I won't be in the slammer, cocking this hammer. I don't rap, I speak the truth. This is the new order. I'ma get light. No more reformers, no more racism, no more fakers. It'll never be you. On the real, I really did. So they X you out, dog. But you know me. You can't even name one girl that I ain't hook you up with, dog. Everything you ever had came from me. I'm the one, so that you know the truth. It'll never be you, because I really did love you, cuz. But you play on the mask, you cowards. Everybody know who you is. Everybody know your name now, Mr. Corey. This is what you do, dog. This is what you made me, dog. This is what I released to the streets to become, dog. Everybody know what's going down in Milwaukee to Chicago. You can't hide from this. See, the world gon' know you, player, all because of me, and I did it again. I'ma get it right.
I'ma get it for life.
I'ma have to murder ya.
I'ma get it for life.
I'ma have to murder ya.
I'ma get it for life.
I'ma have to murder ya.
I'ma get it for life. 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 I'ma get it for life.
I'm thankful what I'm getting.
Everything I got, man.
Take a look at what the world made.
Look at what you made, man.
I'm just so amazing.
I'm amazing.
Money got these women going crazy.
You don't think they not? What you think I'm worth? I'm killing this game, dog. Guys, stop it. Before you make me come back and pocket, power and profit. Foreign women, biggies, us and watch us and stop us. Only death can silence or drop us. We good with the choppers. Don't be closer than them binoculars. If I like a chick, then I get her. Rather she alone and got her man with her. Roll up, beating something gorilla. Money trail on the nut with that swiller. Y'all get the picture. FOE on deck. Flag when I hit your set. Roll with a Teflon vest in my arm outstretched, and I ain't been tired of them yet. And I dress wet, shopping in barbed wire. Gun smoke, live that live wire. Set the game on fire, and I won't be tired. E-fan gonna separate the real from lies. These guys, undercover bad guys, that don't take nothing serious till the shell flies. As long as I live and continue to kill. If I'm not who you feel, then you can't be real. The proof is here, clearly, no debate. I'm the great, past, present, future state. Getting a snake and froze on kinds of face. And anybody coming out trying to sound like Drake. Cause that's how they make it them now, dog. Everything I got, man.
Take a look at what the world made.
Look at what you made, man.
I'm just so amazing.
I'm amazing.
Money got these women going crazy.
You don't think they not? What you think I'm worth? I'm killing that game, dog. Guys, pull up in that night ride, club scene, vampire, swag game, so fly, bank account, multi, street stripes, real life, no counterfeit. When that drama hit, when that llama bit to my wrist kick, and I squeeze sun to my fingers slip. Then can't forget where the love in it. When the ones you with try to get you clipped, and the chick you with be the first to blow. With that money low, to be the last to know. This hood life won't change, need a fast life. Any game try to rob me, no David Blaine. I sing you off into the air, man. My diamond glitz so marvelous. Another 100K in my necklace. My sex life restless. I lock the block down, Tetris.
I'm thankful what I'm getting.
Everything I got, man.
Take a look at what the world made.
Look at what you made, man.
I'm just so amazing.
I'm amazing.
Money got these women going crazy.
You don't think they not? What you think I'm worth? I'm killing this game, dog. Guys, war games on that block. No time out on that clock. When them boys come, that's red rum. No proof of life for that ransom. When you see my face, I don't talk much. Get jumped in, no double dutch. That Mac bust, no orgasm. And it hurt worse than a back spasm. Foreign chicks in my whip. Black tonic all in my lips. Like Superman, I'm a man of steel. That kryptonite takes so for real. Get Benadryl for that dirt work, for that work jerk. No Percocet, that's true. That's Luke, that's Milk, Grey Goose, Papu, Vamu, Tattoo. My crew get all off when I call. Drip down in your drawers. I suggest you get on your grind. Before I limit your time, let line no shine. This time's mine.
I'm thankful what I'm getting.
Everything I got, man.
Take a look at what the world made.
Look at what you made, man.
I'm just so amazing.
I'm amazing.
Money got these women going crazy.
You don't think they not? What you think I'm worth? I'm killing this game, dog. Guys, another L on my back. In the streets trying to take my life. My baby mama won't accept me back. And my mama on crack, whole life off track now. I guess it's time now to fake facts. And my mind's trying hard not to lose that. Phone call saying Troy got whacked. They were found in his black face, slumped in his lap. Who gon' mourn for me when I'm gone? Who gon' be the friends of mine in my home? Everybody quick to be in your corner. But when the cast leave, believe they all gone. Does he well heard the game might testify. But these raw, these cowards might take the life. This game ain't worth getting killed for real. You find out that your man is the man he is. Everybody ain't real, everybody ain't true. Everybody don't shoot, everybody won't do everything for you. Unless it's something in the pot cooking for him too. You find out that the lady ain't in love with you.
I can see my chances to survive. Better off if I gave the Lord my life. These streets won't see till you left in peace. Oh, I take everything.
One day I'll believe,
son, it won't be long.
if I could at least
Just try and hold on. For the straight take my life. If I lose every dime and I don't get to shine, if I try and I grind, I know I'm gonna be okay. I'm just too stuck in my way. True soldiers carry their weight. You but to stay in your place. They hate and just gon' push me.
To the edge, bring all out war. More soldiers than you seen before. More money than you had in life. So get it right for the blues. Ride down tonight and get your mind right.
I done been broke down in the worst way. Lost so many partners over gunplay. Maybe one day when I'm okay, I can grieve about it. But for now, I'm gonna bring about it and shout. I'ma get light to the day I die. Fold to the sky, Malachi, that guy. I'm a true hustler, ammonia. Clean house, all y'all boners. And you can act cheap if you wanna. Till I put them block burners on ya. Some of y'all too afraid slave owner. And I got more heart than a hard donor. In the game, I'm a major threat. The table set, but I'm the one who write the checks back. Damn, look at you booger, don't ever check me. You ain't gotta like but respect me. We can either get cast together, blast whatever, cause me and mine ride whatever. Till they lock my casket closed. My main goal is the corporate that paper fold. Can't hold me back, I got straps in the team that clap. They can find anywhere you at. Roll out like I never had a chance at life. And pray my dog get relief from the jail one night. Would you rather have fake or the real? Crib full of wheels, grind over meal, knife for the steel, forbidden field. I've been staying up too late, contemplate my mind state to get my cash straight. Everybody wanna ball and all, but they don't ever think about the fall. One day I'ma be son, it won't be long. If I could at least just try and hold on. For the straight take my life. If I lose every dime and I don't get to shine, if I try and I grind, I know I'm gonna be okay. I'm just too stuck in my way. True soldiers carry their weight. You but to stay in your place. They hate just don't push me.
To the edge, bring all out war. More soldiers than you seen before. More money than you had in life. So get it right for the dudes. Ride down tonight and get your mind right.
I don't trust nobody. Street jelly trying to tap my pockets. Young boy straight dog off Molly. Out of his mind, threatening to hurt my body. Dog got no karate. I ain't talking my car saying I'm shotgun shot. Whole clique get Mardi Gras. Call the law, apply, won't get me off. Got a black girl hood called Goldilocks. Green bears at your house, no holding spot. Don't test me to make your breathing die. I got enough cheese on me, I can feed the block. No sneak, no trick, no kind. Cross me, you only get one time. I ain't saying that I can't be touched, but if I'm touched, you better make sure.
One day I will be son, it won't be long. If I could at least just try and hold on. For the straight take my life. If I lose every dime and I don't get to shine, if I try and I grind, I know I'm gonna be okay. I'm just too stuck in my way. True soldiers carry their weight. You but to stay in your place. They hate just don't push me.
To the edge, bring all out war. More soldiers than you seen before. More money than you had in life. So get it right for them dudes. Ride down tonight and get your mind right.
So welcome you to the city of fools. She be wearing them shoes, tattoo scriptures and Christ on my back, off in the Cadillac. I'm not suspicious. If you want me, come get me. When you stick me back, better kill me, cause I don't forget face. I stay in them places, sick to a room. Me and my goon, mask on, bandana soldiers, two in a holster. Ponderosa with the rope that I told you. Roll over, mouth on the curb, on my word. Ain't no Milwaukee, the capital of indictment and thick of city. Drama unfold, khaki clothes, a long road. Friends become foes, and for the dope, I lost partners and shot at my father. For the dollar, hood scholar, grammar so country, I act a donkey and multiply. Quarters and a half divided in bags. And Calvin put a price on my head, trying to set me up to work for the feds. Penitentiary calling, cause the chances I take, the block block starving, but we gon' eat or I'm not a G. The hood truest, cause I'm the only one who gon' do it. Mark Kelly is Mr. Malachi, live it or die. In the back of the paddy wagon, a young dragon lost to the state. I plot vengeance on every snitch involved in my case. My baby's crying, my woman too weak to even reach for me. Medicine only keeping me, Lord, it ain't no peace in me. Whatever happened to them being my dogs whenever I call? Everything I did for y'all. I ain't ready to go, I ain't running no more. Shoulder to shoulder, we blast out, rags on our mouth. Ride out to the wheel fall, bleeding and all in favor of why we never kick it with y'all. For a woman, you will turn quick, playing the trick. Somehow forget what we bout, now you stuck in the house. Remember memories when we gon' get out of the ghetto by any means, and now you quitting on the regime. What kind of team will hustle without a dream and stay in spots like freaking machines 7 days of the week? Promise me that you'll never break and never gon' be a fake. This be our coven to our dying days. And Calvin put a price on my head, trying to set me up to work for the feds. Penitentiary calling cause the chances I take. The block starving, but we gon' eat or I'm not a G. The hood truest, cause I'm the only one who gon' do it. Mark Kelly is Mr. Malachi, live it or die. I'm getting letters from homies in penitentiary telling me how they hurting and broken, leaking for certain, cause they women desert them. I write them back with the word on the street, beside junkies who all ballin', soldiers who fallin', three-way calling, cause they don't make us no more. He was sensitive, mama boys, aluminum foil, plastic and toys, they chip ahoy, crumble and fumble before the rush, and got the nerve to speak against us. You ain't never been touched, ever been cut to the point you shut your mouth, and never seen like 34 riders right outside your house. No exaggerating, hood testify me. Who in Milwaukee know what's up, wouldn't mention me. I'm a Canton boy, 34th and Hattie boy. I had the Carter popping 5 years feeding the kids. They started sending the cops raiding my spots, and rivalries ended only a minute till the block was replenished. In my repentance I regret what I did, cause I was told this the way I should live. Shell covered my crib, gave the state 10 years, me and my peers, and I never even shed a tear. In my world premiere, let's give a cheer and a toast to the dawn. Hand it over cause time is mine and the game is mine. And Calvin put a price on my head, trying to set me up to work for the feds. Penitentiary calling cause the chances I take. The block starving, but we gon' eat or I'm not a G. The hood truest cause I'm the only one who gon' do it. Mark Kelly is Mr. Malachi, live it or die. Time to illegal now. I advise every brother that's out there hustling on them streets, put that money up and invest yourself in a business or something. It's time to illegal now. Ain't no future in that lifestyle. If you don't want to die at an early age or be locked up in jail for the rest of your life, all these snitches and informers out here, put your paper up. Stop hustling for these bras, trying to be noticed. Friends make the best enemies, remember that. Betrayal always come from the inside. And that's word to the wise. For real. The game been needing a soldier like me, and you finna find out. I've been in prison for 7 years listening to y'all garbage, but I'm out now. Parole won't stop me, haters can't knock me, coward won't drop me. This the dawning of a new era. The game need a resurrection, baby. If they murder me, gonna give them the medal. See, I dance with the devil, put on a pedal, Milwaukee's rebel. Even in death, my story ain't gon' still be settled. Wound to the left, I bite and scratch until there's no breath. See, I got homies that bust, thirsty to die, martyrs for my heavenly Father. Live for tomorrow, nothing is promised. These cowards so-called gangsters ain't honest. Rag on they mans, clip your hot and shaking your hands. Why take a chance? Pulling down my pants to a flipper, a buster, a stripper. Drinking damage, both of my livers. What's wrong with this picture? I'm the next Obama Hussein, lost in the game, hunted by a life of cocaine. As the world turns, these germs killing to me like burns. Enough of you words, it's time we mourn. True souls informed, urban dictators, watching haters, threatening the greatness. Content, failing to win, show they homage and fakeness. My life flashed before my eyes, my baby mama's cry. All my money is spent, homies just came and went. What did it all mean? My life's a ghetto story. Warriors march and call on God, play it to my heart. Witness betrayal when all fail, open the jail. Cause we gon' pack them or die on 2 boards and 3 nails. 2 boards, 3 nails. 2 boards, 3 nails. 2 boards, 3 nails. I don't do it for money, I prove my point. They are the greatest alive, the hottest unsigned. I do this so my soldier can ride, hit and survive. Pride conquers mountains and giants. I'm standing like David, rocks on the pavement, sighting like Jason. Meditating to too much hating, like it's contagious. Racists, politicians, invaders chasing this paper. My homie died, Block 45, closing his eye. Point blank, echoing why. Somebody help me, my baby mama's a lesbian, sleeping with all my boys and hate my guts. Watching and plotting to set me up with handcuffs or a sucker in love. Loading his slug to shower me in the shower or pillow me after hours. The venom is in a denim, so who can handle a fool who lives breaking the rules? No conscience of what he do. Sex is power, and so many die before they time. I promise you Armageddon, trying to take me from mine. My life flashed before my eyes. My baby mamas cry, all my money is bent. Homie that came and went, what did it all mean? My life's a ghetto story, warriors march and call on God, play it to my heart. When they betrayal, when all fail, open the jails. Then we gon' pack them or die on 2 boards and 3 nails. 2 boards, 3 nails. 2 boards, 3 nails. 2 boards, 3 nails. I'll see you in hell before I ever beg and plead for my life. Ransom my wife, approach the dice, and I'm in the night. I sing hype that put up fights better than gangsters. And know some broads with box cutters that'll straight up shake you. Milwaukee bank you, truth and sentence, worse than the feds. I know some dudes who'll pick you up and cut off your head. And I got reasons I live, reasons I die, reasons I cry, reasons I sleep with a pistol, reasons I don't get high. If murder's coming to get me, here I am. Better make sure I'm not breathing if I am. Lord knows revenge is the treasure better than pleasure. Measured by how you left me, if God showed me that kept me high. Lead the day, live the day, thirst the day. I mourn the day, news go out and blast away. I ain't dead yet, I ain't gone yet. Who you know dropping like this? Who you know realer than this? My life flashed before my eyes. My baby mamas cry. All my money is spent. Homies that came and went. What did it all mean? My life's a ghetto story. Warriors march and call on God. Play it to my heart. When they betrayal, when all fail, open the jail. Then we gon' pack them or die on 2 boards and 3 nails.
I'll be here.
They gonna try to kill me for the things I bring to the table. Mark my words on that. Competition with who? You see how simple I do this, man? Everything I spit is hot. Every beat I drop gon' bang. Forbidden records, man. Nobody do it better than us. Admit it.
Picture me dead, but yet instead God color me life. We about to get it on tonight. Get your mind right. What I sound like asking for change when I'm a self-made money maker running the game. Y'all lames can't hold me back. My entourage ride home a black strap with Max, your boy back. In the ghetto said I took too long. I was wrong, they sick and tired of these wax songs. Here I come, I'll bomb any track on wax and bet back with anybody that can deal with that. They ain't answering that. Holla back, strap on deck, bulletproof vest in my whole squad, Roger and that. Y'all jerk player hating, trying to toss me up. I'll never let a chicken head cross me up. Y'all snitching, hoping that the feds lock me up. Biggie Small, me a Machiavelli hit me up. No,
money never ain't gon' fall. We gon' ride to the west fall. Don't fall, don't fall. Even then we won't fall. Money never ain't gon' fall. We gon' ride to the west fall. Don't fall, don't fall.
Hands down, I'm the best. I ain't died on you yet. They ain't ride on me yet. Cause they know that I'm a threat. I bet the ghetto gon' blast for me. In every hood, I'm the no flush in me. Keep it moving if you over 20 got you for. Keep it moving if you pretty, ain't riding right. Cause it's obvious your looks ain't supporting you right. We fly kites and we water down head to toe. Jury game got that lucky charm, alien glow. What you know about car show in front of your house? $20,000 couch, money cut you like out. Before I even had a deal, I was cutting the bill. Had the whole block meals and was keeping the field. Keep it real, I ain't never been a fake. I'll say it to your face, I ain't never left a homie for a ball of money.
Money never ain't gon' fall. We gon' ride till the wheels fall off. Don't fall off. Even then we ain't gon' fall off. Money never ain't gon' fall off. We gon' ride till the wheels fall off. Don't fall off.
It's been a while since the game heard real like this. Even your path gone, never had a feel like this. Y'all hoping that the hype ain't true. Let me remind you who the greatest is, deja vu. I make a fool out of you if we count stacks and a hand combat. Drop you where your pride at, show you where my heart at. Don't get me started with these half-dead knuckleheads, short of any large bread. Follow suit, Simon says. So Simon says, dance a little, dance. So Simon says, hate me a little, hate me. Simon says, like me or not, come get a buck 50, Harlem down tight with Hickey. Come and get me if the war zone, player, cause my money long. 12,000 strong, we won't even know somebody gone. Right or wrong, they gon' ride when they side with me. How can you listen not knowing you a winner with me?
Y'all listening, admit it then. Stop all the hating. Y'all know who the best is. Chicago, stand up. Milwaukee, we in here. The big record, baby.
Money never ain't gon' fall. We gon' ride till the wheels fall off. Don't fall off. Even then we ain't gon' fall off. Money never ain't gon' fall off. We gon' ride till the wheels fall off. Don't fall off. Even then we ain't gon' fall off. Money never ain't gon' fall off. We gon' ride till the wheels fall off. Don't fall off. Even then we ain't gon' fall off. Money never ain't gon' fall off. We gon' ride till the wheels fall off. Don't fall off. Even then we ain't gon' fall off. Money never ain't gon' fall off. We gon' ride till the wheels fall off. Don't fall off.
It's the best product in town, man. Unsort me here. Give me two of them joints. You tripping. Yeah, I was tripping, alright. But I was getting money. Talking about real money. The other dealers were selling at the highest price they could get. I sold it cheaper, so I was selling it faster. I sold it so cheap, I started taking it customers. But I wasn't trying to keep tough, see. I wasn't trying to get on the stage, and I didn't want people hating. I put people on, you understand? The streets was happy. Everybody could eat.
This empire mind like Lucius. Count paper till I'm Confucius. More porn sitting on deuce, and then it's haters calling out intrusive. Whip it on up, Trey shooter. Then cuties always in boxing. Give it on up. Trey Hunter boy, got a tatted boy, make me touch you up. In my city, I'm the man. I blow money like a fed. Kept me trapping out the bando. And I know none of y'all don't want smoke. 100, 200, 300 more. I hit the block, they be hollering like, yo. I keep them hotties, you see me like, whoa. They got them birdies, that ain't in the store.
You better watch out for them dudes who say themselves in a funny way. All I know is the money way. Got 100K up in the money safe. All these rappers trying to overcharge. If you cut it down, watch how the money play. I remember trapping every day. Had to get my mom remember by the way. I'm a youngin', but I'm bossed up. Come around here, you get tossed up. You want a feature, put the cost up. I've been ballin' on a never lost touch. I keep it 100, I can't lie. Where I'm from, ain't no safe sides. But I set you up playing both sides. And the rest of the money get you bros tied. If you looking for us, we up in them trenches. How you on the block, but you ain't never mentioned. You say you spread tooties, boy, you must be kidding. How you flee when you got beef, boy, you must be kidding.
This empire mind like Lucius. Count paper till I'm
confusions. More porn sitting on deuce, and then you take the calling out truce and whip it on up. Straight shooter, then cuties always in boxing, give it on up. Straight hustle boy, got a tatted boy, make me touch you. In my city, I'm the man. I blow money like a fan. Can't be trapping out the band though, and I know none of y'all won't smoke. 100, 200, 300 more. I hit the block, they be hollering like yo. I keep them hotties, you see me like whoa. We got them birdies that ain't in the store.
Spend out of your budget. Yeah, it's a broke boy, you just need to cut it. Look at them niggas, they ain't gon' be nothing. We only come and make nothing to something. All of my dogs, they back to the bone. Got respect to the throne. Better answer, collect on that phone. They hating them hustlers, done got that throne. Pull up, since texting your home. Hold up, told them broke boy, step back, they better cut it. Cause Donnie play with Benz, but blow you like a trumpet. Chop it up with lil' bro. Told him finesse like Rico. You see me bopping like I'm chemo. I can't do chop on the D-Lo. Lil' buddy dressing like Debo, but he don't know I got the heat though. Just on my face I can't see though. I blow attention, no Tito. Yo chick, she be up on me though, but I promise not to spill a Tito. And you know it's around like burritos. When we in the building, you know it's an episode. You know we got it for the low. If you want the work, you know it's a go. Get the profit, bust it down with my bro. I know they plotting, so I stay on my toes. I ain't lacking, so you know I can't go. Make some bands doing shows on the road, city to city, and brought it back home. If you ain't talking money, hang up the phone.
This empire mind like Lucius. Count paper till I'm Confucius. More porn sitting on deuce, and then you take the calling out truce and whip it on up. Straight shooter, then cuties always in boxing, give it on up. Straight hustle boy, got a tatted boy, make me touch you. In my city, I'm the man. I blow money like a fan. Can't be trapping out the band though, and I know none of y'all won't smoke. 100, 200, 300 more. I hit the block, they be hollering like yo. I keep them hotties, you see me like whoa. We got them birdies that ain't in the store.
What it do, man? It's your boy Battle Truth coming to you live and direct from the Battle Truth headquarters, man. What's going on, everybody? Shouts out to the One United Front. Shouts out to the Gavel Gang. Shouts out to all my supporters and everything, and everybody be showing up love, man. Appreciate the love. Appreciate everybody that tuned in with me tonight. You know what I'm saying? So we got an interesting thing that we need to continue talking on, man. We got an interesting thing that we need to continue to talk on. So for those of y'all who may not be aware, Brother politely raping women, politely stealing from everybody. That's what the polite mean. He come in nice, deceiving, get you to trust and believe in him, only for his real fame to come out the minute you turn your back. So, yeah, no doubt. So, yeah, so Brother Polite was arrested for allegedly raping and molesting his girlfriend's 14-year-old daughter. Now, more and more news continue to keep coming out about this situation. So basically what they saying now, that the story that he gave, they saying he allegedly gave the police that report that his girlfriend was supposed to have gave him permission to take her daughter to some after party where he was able to then take advantage, of the young girl and then molest the young girl and do what he did to her. Nobody don't know what he did to the young girl. Nobody don't know what he done to the young girl. He basically did. Ain't nobody on the go. Nobody on the go. So basically, don't nobody know what he did to the young girl. For real. Don't nobody know what he done to the young girl because the young girl was unconscious. Okay, she was on unconscious. And because she was unconscious, she woke up to this man hand in her throat, trying to get her to vomit after he was done doing, allegedly, whatever it is that he did to her, that had his sperm samples all over her clothes. So he had to been finished with whatever he was doing to the little girl. So that was crazy. So ain't no telling what he did to the young girl. You know what I'm saying? This is a sick individual. And it seemed like a lot of people who used to rock with him or was rocking with him and still rocking with him ain't trying to speak out on this. Sad thing about that is these supposed to be brothers for the black community, for the uplifting of brothers and sisters and children. But now since it's one of theirs, they trying to sweep it under the rug. They don't want to speak out against it. Now you just want to, well, we just want to wait until we see the outcome. Ain't no outcome. That man nut was all over that little girl. You can't explain that. He got charged with it. The DNA sample was a match. Ain't no waiting for no outcome. That is the outcome. That is the outcome. No matter how you try to dress it up, no matter how you try to put it, you have to explain why is your sperm all over this little girl's outfit. And that's something he can't explain. He would have to just admit. That's nothing you explain. That's something you admit. That's something you admit. I'm just keeping it 100. So now what they trying to say is he the one gave the police that story, when in fact it didn't even actually really happen like that. It didn't even really happen like that. I'm gonna go to the clip. What's really being blamed on this situation? Dude is a straight up clown, man. I don't feel sorry for him. Neither am I surprised at what's happening. Not surprised at what's happening at all, because it's to be expected. When I was debating the man last year, I believe, when I was debating the man, I clearly brought this up in a debate. And it was the Holy Spirit speaking through me, addressing him on his sexual perversion. If y'all saw that debate, I called them right out on it. So this stuff don't surprise me. Anytime a man have a war on God, like you literally have a war on God, those who have a war on God follow the same practices of the people that's against God. You see about this in the Illuminati, when not only the Illuminati, but a lot of these religions where they have this war against Christ, against the body of believers, against the word of God. What happens is that's something that's taking place within you and you speaking out against. But the problem is within you. It's the nature and matter of the heart. And anytime you can make up in your mind and in your heart to rebel against the living God, then the Spirit of God will begin to allow the things you confessing to come to pass in your life. In your life. And those demons will begin to take their place in your life. And these are the results of it. Anger, frustration, drugs, alcohol, pedophilia, homosexuality, all these things. Because what happens is the spirit now do not have a regulator to protect it. And you are allowing anything to come in and out. So I'm not surprised at this. I even heard one brother say, why would he do that to a 14-year-old girl and he got all these wives? That answers itself. Sexual perversion. You only need one wife. One woman should be good enough for you. One woman should be good enough for you. You got one private part. That should be good enough for you. If one woman can't satisfy you, man, you just got a problem. and just trying to make up any type of excuse you can, man. I'm just keeping it 100, man. That's what it is. That's exactly what it is, man. People don't want to admit that, but that's a fact. That's a fact. If one woman can't satisfy you, man, you the problem. She not the problem. You the problem. Okay? If when it's real, it's real. I don't care how many titles you put on it. I don't care how you look at it. God created us male and female. He said the two shall become one. I know God's way works. I know God's way is true. And it won't be proven wrong by nobody. It's all you need. This dude, every time he get horny and want to put his penis up in something, he call it his wife. Oh, I got another wife. Oh, I got another wife. Only reason why he's saying that stuff is because the image and message he got out here and this character he made and created called Brother Polite, who politely worked his way into your home, who politely worked his way into your wallet, who politely manipulate and deceive people. That's what the polite mean. That he have figured out a nice way to rape, rob, steal, deceive, and use his black skin to get favor. That's what it means to be polite. He politely know how to use that. Now, with that being said, we need to break this clown down. Because I ain't got no lifesaver for him. I ain't got no lifesaver for him at all. Then he gonna say something like this. So people saying that this God paying me back. This ain't God paying him back. Let you clean up. This ain't God paying him back. But God, look, God gonna pay him back. God gonna pay him back in this life and in the next life. But let me tell you something. Hold on one. Let me shut this dog up. Hold on. All right. So he talking about God, that people saying, oh, this God paying them back. This God paying them back. This ain't God paying you back. God ain't paying you back for raping kids, allegedly. That's something you did that you just don't have to pay for. You said you is God. See, that's what he meant by when he walking around telling people, I don't believe in God. Forget Jesus and all that. I'm God. I'm God. So basically, he said it. Remember, I told you, the Holy Spirit will allow what he said out of his mouth to actually come back and be a curse on himself, because the Bible is clear. You can't curse he who is blessed. I will bless those who bless you and curse those who curse you. So how much more the living God? You can't curse, mock, teach others to go against the living God. There ain't no consequences gonna come down on you. I'm sorry, that's just not gonna happen. But because God loves you, even when you're rebellious, even when you disrespectful and ignorant, he still allows you life and grace to repent before you die. So that when you stand before him, you can't say he didn't give you a chance. You can't say he didn't give you a chance to repent. You can't say that he didn't warn you before you died. So even in that rebellion against him, using the very breath he gave you to curse him, he will allow and give you grace to repent before you die. So when you saying, he's saying stuff like, well, now people saying that God paying me back. God not paying you back yet for raping, that little girl. That's something you did that you're going to have to pay for. That's something you did that you're going to have to pay for. And since you said you God, okay, let's see you get out of this, God. You talked about all this white man, this and that, but now you didn't put yourself in the white man's hands. Well, let's see how good you do against these white people now since you got to face them. Now since you got to go in their backyard and defend yourself, God. Let's see how you do, God. Because you ain't getting out of that DNA. You ain't getting out. DNA is undefeated in court. You're not getting out of that DNA. I'm sorry. You're not getting out of how old the young girl was and the DNA that was left on her. You're not getting out of that. I'm sorry. I don't care what magic tricks you know. I don't care how much money you think you got. From this point on, the DA and them don't even need the little girl. When your DNA sample came up a match on the little girl, that's all they need. She ain't even got to come to court no more. Little girl ain't even got to come to court no more. That was enough. Because you have to explain how your 37-year-old sperm get all over this little 14-year-old girl that you have been grooming to get to entrusting you, bragging about all your money, all your cars, all your jewelry, to try to get between her legs, even though you was with her mama. Come on now. We gonna talk real. We gonna talk real. We take it to another level over here. We take it to another level over here. The dude been a pervert. He been doing that stuff. He been doing it. He just got caught. This ain't God paying you back, but you definitely fulfilling scripture. What was in the dark will come in the light. You tried to do it secretly, behind the scene. Thought you wasn't gonna get caught. Thought nobody was seeing you. Now it's exposed before the whole world. See that? You tried to do it in secretly. You tried to do it privately. You did it hoping you wouldn't get caught. And you was found out. And you was found out. You see how that go? This ain't God paying you back. This just your sins catching up with you. When God pay you back, it's gonna be worse than this, brother. You just paying for what the crime that you did on earth. That's all this is. That's all this is. But it is coming back to get you. Those same demons you was clapping hands with, that you signed the contract. Oh yeah, they get that. Once you go against God, they accept it. But then you got to answer to them too. You are a different species than what they are. You are not the same nature as a demon. You do not possess the same nature as an angel. I don't buy that trash. I don't buy that trash at all. Let me tell y'all something, people who watching me. If anybody is talking to you to go against Jesus Christ, to go against the Bible, stop talking to them. Don't believe nothing they say. Don't trust them, because that shows you the influence they're under. When you get to hating and going against Jesus Christ, the one who died on the cross for your sins, the one who is recorded throughout history, every religion can agree that he was holy, righteous, perfect, and pure, and did nothing wrong. And yet being hated for dying on the cross for your sins, when people speak against him, don't listen to them. I wouldn't even make them your friend. I wouldn't even make them friends. I wouldn't even make them friends. They have no good intentions for you at all. Because if you can go against the living God, who am I? Who am I? If you can willingly agree with your heart and mind to go against the living God, who am I? Who am I? If you can go against your own creator, who am I? If you can go against your own maker who only loved you, who am I? Who am I? That man ain't got no love for nobody. His whole ministry is about hating God. That's what his whole ministry is. Removing God. Only for him to try to sit in a position of God. He said, God ain't real, God ain't true. And then from here on out, I'm God. I'm God. We God. See, when they say that, what they are saying is they don't have to answer to nobody. That's what that means. We don't have to answer to nobody. That's why he thinks he can do whatever he wanted to do. He figured he had enough money to give him security. And this is why the Bible say a fool and his money will soon part. A fool and his money will soon part. He got all the wives. And he got another girlfriend or a concubine. It still ain't enough. Still ain't enough. He got 5 vaginas he going up in. Still ain't enough. He needed the 14-year-old. See how that worked? He needed the 14-year-old. So all while he in the house with her mama, and she doing everything he want her to do, because he got the money, 9 times out of 10, let me tell you something. I'm gonna keep it real. The only women agreeing to be with him is broke. Ain't no woman with no money gonna be with that dude. So that's why he can use his money to do what he want to do. And the women know what they there for. They not there for love. They there for what's in his pocket. He know that. He not stupid. And that's another reason why he don't care about what he do, because he know why they really there. Nobody really there because they like him. You saw how that man look? That man looked like Gonzo with his nose chopped off. You see how that man look? He looked like Shrek minus, he looked like Donkey off Shrek minus the ears. Ain't no woman looking at him like, ooh, I got to have him. Ooh, he know that. He still don't even. What you say, Beth? Nickelodeon race car? Yeah. Okay, turn it on. She want to cut on her Nickelodeon race car game. Look. He don't even look decent standing next to his Bentley. His face still stick out. Like, that's a nice Bentley. But it's a monster body. He pulled out $1 million and wrapped himself in $1 million. You still notice his head. Like, that $1 million look good all the way up to the neck. All the way up to the neck. After the neck, it's a monster wearing it. Stood in front of his condo. That's a nice condo, but a monster in it. Ain't nobody with him because what Nas said to Jay-Z, what you think you get, girl, because of your looks? Right. Sometimes I used to wonder how the hell an ugly dude get a fine girl's number. He getting juice for his ducats. I tell a girl in a minute, yo, I drive a bucket and won't think nothing of it. She can ride or walk, either leave it or love it. Please. Come on, man. Hold on once. Gotta shut this dog. Yeah, man. Sitting up there perpetrating the phone, pretending to be some type of stand-up man, stand-up dude. All he doing is using his money to finance his wicked, evil, perverted devices. He know he guilty. He got out. Look at the things he talking about. Think about this. Well, first of all, again, there's no way to get around it. Your DNA was found on the little girl in 6 different places. 6 different places. That is an evil man. That is an evil, vile, dirty man. He drugged the little girl up, not caring he could kill that little girl. That's why he stuck his hand down her throat. Notice, but it was after he got done. He already knew the little girl was unconscious. He already knew the little girl was unconscious. Okay? So he waited till he got done doing whatever he had to do to her, to the point that he felt he was fulfilled and busted all over the little girl, even though she unconscious. It wasn't until after he was done that he got concerned. It was after he was done he got concerned. Like, dang, I hope she still ain't come about. Like, I might have killed her. And began to stick his hand down her throat to make her vomit up the poison that he had put in her drinks secretly, without her knowledge. They should also charge him with attempted murder. That little girl body, you see how little that little girl is? That little girl 14, but she looked like she 11. That little girl looked like she 11 years old. Not to justify nothing, but that show how perverted he is. Now, a lot of young black girls develop, they can develop quick. I done seen young girls with 14, 15, 16, bodies like a stripper, because, you know, the black people develop like that, and Latinos. That's not to justify anything. I'm saying that because sometimes you can mistake a girl's age based upon how her figure looks. And it's a lot of girls that lie about their age. I got caught up like that before, more than once. A girl's lying about their age but had a nice figure that they can pass for 20, 21, 22, 23. Matter of fact, watch this. Son, come here once. Watch this. I'm going to get my son. Come here once. Watch this. Son, look out. Come here. I was looking for the pic. Somebody took it down. Grab a seat once. I want. No. Bring it in here. She in there. No. We in here. Bring it in here. Let's put it right in here.
What's up, Pop?
Where'd she at? He licensed to carry. He trying to get me to put it up. Come here one, son. Yep. You said what? Let me ask you a question. You ain't gotta show yourself.
Yeah.
Remember Breeze? Remember Breeze?
Yeah, the singer.
Yeah, but I need you to speak up so that people can hear you.
Yeah.
Now, remember Breeze?
The singer.
Right. Could y'all hear him when he said the singer? When I said you remember Breeze? Did y'all hear his response? Turn this on. Remember Breeze? Did y'all hear his response? I just want to make sure y'all heard his response.
Breeze the singer, right?
Yeah. Remember her?
Yeah.
Okay, they said yeah, they hit. Okay, cut that. Okay. Okay. So you remember Breeze the singer, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Remember when she first walked in the studio?
Mm-hmm.
How bad was she?
She looked good.
Had a nice figure, everything, right?
Yeah.
She was strapped, like pretty face, body, everything. And everybody's like, dang.
Mm-hmm.
And she came in there with her mama though, right?
Yeah.
Well, her mama said she was 14 years old.
Mm-hmm.
14 years old. But had a body like she was 25.
Yeah.
Literally. Everybody's like, dang, who is that? She cold. And she was 14 years old. And her mama was saying she go to the studio everywhere she go because she looked like that. Because she was developed like that. And that's for a lot of Black girls. And again, I say that because sometimes young girls lie about their age and they can pass for a different age because of their figure. When I saw that little girl that he did that to, that little girl looked like she 11 years old. I'm talking about well, first of all, he was in the house with her, so he knew exactly who the little girl was. He knew exactly how old she was. He with the mama. But I'm just showing you how perverted in the mind he is. This little girl, man, is literally like sticks. Like literally sticks. He, not to say, look, again, I want people to just really, really put yourself into the mind of this dude. Even though this little girl is he still was craving her. Craving her. This wasn't something that just happened at the spirit of the moment. This was something he was always thinking about. Wanting to actually he wanted the opportunity to present itself, and when it was, he took it. He took it. And he groomed, let me tell you something. He groomed that little girl. He groomed that little girl. Let me tell you something. We used to have this saying where, what we used to call it, sideline pimping. We used to call it sideline pimping, sideline macking, where, say for instance, one of my guys around and my girl by me. So out of nowhere, he want to bring up a conversation about what he do to girls. My girl right here, though. So he want to bring up a conversation of what he do to girls. But brag like, yeah, man, I killed her, such and such, man. She was moaning and all, she was going crazy. I put it on her. But he talking to me. But no, my girl listening. But what you just did was told her how good you are in bed. Things like that. That's what he was doing to the young girl, grooming her. All in the house, letting her see how he provide for her mama, hitting her hand with stuff every so often also, training her, give me a hug, give me a hug, see you later, kiss on the forehead. to get her comfortable with you, to get the mama to think you a nurturing father when you grooming her. When you grooming her. Taking her aside, telling her mama to be lenient with her when her mama strict on her, trying to get the young girl to confide in you. Things the little girl do the mama don't know about, you telling her, I ain't gonna tell her, that's just me and your secret. All this grooming. All this is grooming. Then you see them into it. Think about it. See them into it with each other. Here's your perfect opportunity. She into it with her mama. She mad at her mama. Now you figure like this the time. Got her. Got her. Yeah, let me go take her so she can cool off. Now you want to tell her what you don't like about her mama and why you understand her. I understand Jeff what you saying. Like, I would have been left if it wasn't for y'all being there, and I ain't gonna leave y'all like that. You know the type of nigga he is. I ain't gonna leave y'all like that. I would have been in left. Like, she be getting on my nerves too. That's why sometimes, I try. See what I'm saying? Now you trying to use the little girl dislike she having for her mama right now. Then you want to manipulate and use psychology on her because her mind ain't strong enough to catch it, because you 37. You 37. Left to a 14-year-old. This ain't, okay, look, again. This ain't some 14-year-old girl that's been on the streets, who was forced to grow up fast, who understand a lot of things because she been through a lot from the age of 14, 15. We talking about a 14-year-old girl who's still been secluded by her parent, by her mama. Okay? So you leaving her to this dude who's a master manipulator. He manipulating 40-year-old, 30-year-old, 20-year-old, 50-year-old, 60-year-old rappers and athletes. This 14-year-old girl didn't stand a chance. He got men worshiping him. He got men willing to fight for him. Men willing to go to jail for him. Men putting their brand on the line for him, their names and titles on the line for him. That little 14-year-old girl didn't stand a chance. She ain't stand a chance. But he's so dirty and evil, he knew not to ask the little girl for sex, really. He knew not to do that. So he drugged her, allegedly, because he ain't convicted. He drugged her. If he knew he could just get it without asking, he wouldn't have drugged her. He knew that even in the little girl anger, he had to seem like there was still some type of love she had for her mother, even though his desires still wanted him to take a shot at it. So he probably figured, like, she ain't all the way ripe yet to the point where I could just talk to her and get it. So he decided to secretly drug the little girl up, making Charlemagne drinks. He making Charlemagne and Bill Cosby potions. Putting different type of drugs in it, because he on a time frame. Mama keep texting, where y'all at? He's spinning mama off. He telling, from what I'm hearing through Tasha K new information, he telling two stories at once. He telling a mama something different and a daughter something different. He telling the daughter, your mama's supposed to be meeting us So I'm waiting for her to text me back. And he texting the mama back, talking about, where you at? We on the way to come get you type stuff. Buying time. It's sort of like, you ever got a call from somebody who wanted a ride from you? And you were chilling, and they like, hey, could you come pick me up? Or could you take me such and such? You agree like, yeah, I'm on my way. So you know you got a 30-minute cushion, even though you're not on your way. That's 30 minutes. During that 30 minutes, you doing what you doing, and you even forget you supposed to be coming to pick them up. So they call you back in 30 minutes when they see you ain't showed up. Between that 30 minutes to an hour. Like, man, I called him an hour ago. He still ain't here. Call like, hello? Then you like, when you see the phone, you like, dang, I was supposed to pick. So what you tell them? Oh, I'm already in traffic. I'm pulling up to you in like a minute. I'm right around the corner. Even though you still ain't left. You ain't even around the corner. That's another 20 minutes. Cushion. So he know he on the time. He know he on the time. He know if he tell his mother, he telling her mother, we on the way to come get you, that's an extra hour. He telling the little girl, we waiting for your mama to show up. That's another hour for her. So he playing them both. Playing them both. So he get the little girl allegedly intoxicated and drugged. The little girl pass out. Drugs. He put more than one drugs in her, allegedly. They saying it was 4 different type of drugs. He on the time frame. And you know he's studying all that medicine and science. So he using all that against this little girl. All his studying, all his research, all his philosophy. 37-year-old man getting naked to young boy NBA. Getting naked to Pooh Shiesty. Getting naked to Lil Durk. Undressing himself, listening to King Von, trying to impress the little girl. 37-year-old man. Half naked in a hotel, reenacting Chief Keef videos. Remember how Chief Keef and them used to be in the kitchen and stuff, all with their shirts off and they little chests and ribs showing? That's what he doing. Looking like Curious George. Waving his pocketbook. Trying to get the little girl. He knew it wasn't working. So he doped the little girl up. He knew it wasn't working, so he doped the little girl up, allegedly. This evil, dirty, perverted, corrupted man. Stop trying to throw him a lifesaver. Let's keep it real. He attempted to kill that little girl. When he gave that little girl allegedly them drugs and she 14 years old, her body ain't strong. Body ain't strong enough for that. You know her body ain't strong enough for that. If this man, while she unconscious, he cramming his penis all down her throat and doing whatever else type nasty stuff, and she can't even feel it. She don't even know what's happening. And he's so comfortable. It don't even bother him. It don't even bother him to the fact that he actually infatuated by the fact that she half dead. He infatuated with the fact that the little girl is half dead because it make him bust. It make him bust. Come on, man. We as men know when you erect Any little thing can make it go down. Any little distraction. How you still erect knowing you drugged this little girl up, who's your next wife, little daughter? She have no idea what's going on. Her breathing and heartbeat then slowed down. And you still forcing yourself in the little girl's mouth. To the point that you actually have to do her part for her too. You think about that, y'all. As perverted and nasty it is, it's just the facts. You look, in order to despise and hate what these dudes doing, you need to really dissect the step-by-step thing that they are doing to see how evil, wicked, perverted that these dudes are. He had to even do her part too. He had to force do her part too. They said the little girl clothes was full of vomit and sperm. Vomit and sperm. He ghetto gagging the little girl. All that porn he watching, he ghetto gagging the little girl. Let the details be known. Because this ain't somebody you should be wanting to befriend and defend. Tell it like it is. That's the problem with people. They don't tell it like it is. They desensitize the details to make it seem as though it's not so bad. But it is bad. This is called battle truth. Not delusion. Not deception. It's the real truth. You should be charged with attempted murder. What if you never stuck your hand down her throat, Mr. Scientist? Let's not forget, this man wrote 90 books, they saying. He studied all the human anatomy, science, medicine. Where he get them date rape drugs? Think that was his first time using them? Where he get the date rape drugs? You think that was his first time using them drugs? Come on now. Do you really believe that was his first time using them drugs? Heartless. Heartless, heartless, heartless. They saying that the little girl never even kissed a boy in her life. This wasn't one of them 14-year-old girls that's promiscuous, already sexually active. They say this little girl ain't never even kissed a boy. They saying that this little girl was still a virgin. So her first sexual experience got to come from a 37-year-old man doping her up, who her mama thought loved her, forcing his private part down her throat, ghetto gagging her. Even he wanted her so bad, he was willing to kill her to get it. That's how bad he wanted her. He wanted that little girl so bad, he was willing to kill her to get it. That's so evil. And that's not a lie. That's not a lie. Some people do cocaine for the first time and die. Some people do heroin for the first time and die. How much more 4 different drugs in a little 14-year-old girl's system whose body weight ain't even no more than 98 pounds? That's evil, dog. That's corrupt. That's so foul. He need to be thrown under the jail. And you brothers in that conscious community, y'all some sorry ass dudes. And to be expected though. Y'all got this Whole ministry thing of hating God. Let me not say God. Let me just say who y'all hate. Jesus Christ. Who was God? Who is God? Y'all hate him so bad. But you can't change who he is and what he done. He's still the King of Kings and Lord of Lords. He's still going to be your judge. He's still the risen Lord. Anybody who ever tried to go against him is dead and been destroyed. You think your fate, not F-A-I-T-H, F-A-T-E, you think your fate gonna be different? You think your fate gonna be different? Y'all are some liars. The blind lead the blind and you all fall in a ditch. Y'all are steady. It's like a domino effect. I don't have no respect for none of you clowns. I don't. Anytime you teaching people to hate Jesus Christ, who saved them, who died on the cross for their sins, that's the only way mankind can get to heaven. I don't care what nobody say, how you think, how you feel. That's a fact. Jesus said, I am the way, the truth, and the life. No man can come to the Father, least he come by me. I'm the only way you get there. Trying to get there any other way, you just fooling yourself. And while you trying to teach others that there is another way apart from me, the blind lead the blind. They all fall in the ditch. You either gather them, Jesus said you either help gather them or you scatter them. If you're not helping bringing people to Christ, you're trying to tell people away from Christ. You're trying to scatter the flock. Jesus said, all who is for me is not against me. So either you for him or you against him. But you can't have them both. That's what y'all whole community is based upon. Hating, ridiculing, despising Jesus Christ. Lying to the whole, lying to yourselves, lying to your supporters. These people have no love, no heart whatsoever. I don't care. I represent the Lord Jesus Christ and I speak the truth of the Holy Spirit. Period. Ain't no love for them. Ain't no love for them. When you teaching people to hate Jesus Christ, you are doing the bidding and you are a minister of Satan. Simple as that. Ain't no way to get around it. Because ain't none of y'all better than Jesus Christ. None of y'all did more than Jesus Christ. None of y'all love more than Jesus Christ. And they think they better than him. They really think they better than Christ. They really think that they actually is entitled to heaven, rather it being a gift from God. They believe that. That's how arrogant and pompous they are. And all they doing is Christ hustling. They make money off the name of Jesus Christ. That's all they do. That's all they do. They Christ hustle. They found a lane where they can make money off disrespecting Christ. And to them, they believe they successful. Because they actually found the group of people that's willing to donate and give them money for disrespecting Jesus Christ. Ain't that so retarded? Ain't that so stupid? Now that same money they've been giving y'all, you have to give back. You have to give back. Same thing with Sinetta. He's a dirty, evil, perverted man, just like his guy. Just like his guy. He knew that man been molesting girls. He did a whole video talking about how he ran off with a 16-year-old. He did that whole video talking about that. Then still embraced him because he want the donations. He want the subscribers. He want the views that come to his show every time Brother Polite is a guest. Mr. pro-black, Mr. African. It's always about black, 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 brothers and sisters, for our children. Okay, well, now your friend raping children. What you got to say about that? Your friend is raping children. So what you got to say about that? Now they want to get intelligent. Well, you know, I don't really want to say nothing until we find out the detail. You know the details. You know the detail. If it was Hassan Campbell, you'll be going in right now. So let's stop it with the games. You know the details. He just ain't gonna say nothing. He don't want to say nothing because Brother Polite hit his hand behind the scene and bring subscribers and views, cash apps to his show. So he don't want to do that. See, when it's real, it's real. What happened to protecting the black women, children? What happened to that? That go out of the window. When that dollar come up, that go out of the window. It ain't about no little girl. It ain't about the black woman. Now when that dollar come up, oh, the rules change. All the rules change. This is terrible, man. These brothers sad, but I'm not surprised. Why would any of you be surprised? Why would any of you be surprised? I have no, look, first of all, I don't trust men, period. Let's just get that clear. I don't trust men, people, period. Let's just get that out of the way. But I don't trust you even more when you don't believe in Jesus Christ. I'm sorry. I don't. If you don't have no respect for God, who am I? Who am I? I mean, I listen to people talk. It is what it is. But at the end of the day, you capitalizing financially off going against the cross. Come on, man. Stop it. But it never fails. That's an evil man, man. That's an evil man. He terrible. That was beyond dirty, man. That was beyond dirty, what he did. He could have killed that little girl. You know what's sad about it? He thought he actually did kill her after he was done sexually assaulting her. Y'all not getting this, man. I don't think y'all getting this. Only the real can comprehend to this. Listen, he believed he might have killed her in that hotel. That's why he stuck his hand down her throat to revive her. He stuck his hand down her throat to revive her. That's what he did. So she can vomit up the drugs that were taking a toll on her body that he had allegedly gave her. Come on, man. He didn't care. That man didn't care. That man didn't care. He wanted it when he wanted it, and he was willing to do anything to get it, even kill that little girl. That's terrible, man. Y'all want to sit here and try to speak up for this man? King Los and them, all you brothers, y'all some suckers, man. Y'all some straight up suckers. I don't care how tough you talk. I don't care what you say. Y'all some straight up suckers, and people should put y'all under his same sentence. For every last one of them clowns that now want to be quiet, but got so much to say about the white man and all this stuff, and now since they partner, they homie doing this type of stuff, and they know the details, they know the charges, there's no way you should be even entangled in any of them type of charges. Period. You can't even say you was framed. Like, bro, how they milk you like a damn cow to frame you? How they milk you like a cow to frame you? In order for you to release like that, you had to been satisfied. You had to been satisfied. You ain't busting no nut unless you satisfied. So that's not a setup. You was pleasured. You pleasured yourself. You pleasured yourself against a young girl's will. You wasn't framed. You wasn't set up. How you explain your nut all over this girl's body? Can't explain that. That's something you admit. It's not something to explain. That's something you have to admit to. That's something you have to admit to, bro. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, bro. That's an open, closed case. That's an open, closed case, no matter how you look at it. You're going to prison. You're going to prison. Period. You're not beating this, buddy. You're going to prison. Your money ain't going to get you out of trouble. The government don't care about no money. They make the money. You're going to jail. That's exactly where you need to be. You dudes are terrible, man. You dudes are terrible, terrible, terrible. And it's sad. He was talking to Sinetta on the phone. He told Sinetta, you see the fine girls I be with, I ain't no weirdo. That's exactly what you is. You been a weirdo. Oh, look, you do have a lot of people fooled. Sad to say, you don't have the people of God fooled. You got these non-believers fooled. You don't have the people of God fooled. You don't have the people of God fooled. We see right through you, brother. Like, come on, man. Who you talking to? Only you man, you've been a scam artist. Y'all know this dude is fake and did what he so-called did to them young girls. Let me tell you another reason how. He ain't even mad about it. He ain't even mad about it. And anybody know his attitude, how aggressive he get, how in attack mode he get, how vicious he get. He not even mad. He's so relaxed. He's so laid back. He's so calm when he talk. Like, you know, I live the blessed life. You know, I got cars and I done did this. If I die right now, I done left wealth or how my kid could continue to make money. You know, I'm very happy and proud of my accomplishments. Not this radical Asiatic black man who hate the system and you was falsely accused and wrong, or I never known you to be so humble. He's so humble. A person who was wrong won't stop shutting his mouth. You don't give me that, oh, they ain't allowed to talk because anything they say can and will be held against. The truth can never be held. Well, the truth can be held against you if you actually did something that was illegal to get you in jail. But if you innocent, I'm not raping. But if you innocent, I'm not raping somebody, man, please. I ain't finna stop talking. I'm going live. Look, man, they trying to set me up. I wasn't around that. I ain't do that, man. That lady, man, I ain't never known brothers to be so quiet against something that they innocent of. Never in life. I ain't never known brothers to be so quiet. Just so relaxed and calm about it. Huh, Chris? Chris got 3 rapes. He's so calm. He's so calm. He ain't even mad. He happy. Like, yeah, you know, I bonded out. I'm just, you know, I'm going to events. Bro, you got 4 rapes on you. They ain't mad about it because they know they guilty. They ain't mad about it because they know they guilty. That's why they ain't mad about it. How you ain't mad about being accused of raping your fiance 14-year-old daughter? You if you was innocent, you would be raising hell. All that talking and cussing and stuff you be doing, how disrespectful you is, how loud and disrespectful and reckless you is. What? Man, please. Man, please. This dude ain't even bothered. This dude ain't even bothered. But that's going to show you how he evil. He ain't even real enough to say, you know what I'm saying? For anybody that ever been raped, taken advantage of, that's a bad thing to go through. My heart goes out to. Of course he can't say that. When you the one that's raping them, when you the one that's drugging them up, of course he can't say that. Dude is a sucker. Dude is a straight up sucker. They always want to protect theirs but hurt others. They don't want nothing to happen to theirs, but they don't mind hurting yours. They'll kill a nigga trying to go up inside their 14-year-old daughters. They don't mind going up in yours. That's what you call sleeping with the enemy. That's what you call sleeping with the enemy. He laying down with you, but all the while he thinking about your daughter. That's a cold shot. That's a cold shot right there. All while this man in your house, you thinking he attracted to you. And he really preying on your daughter. You going to jail, brother, for a mighty long time. You going to jail. I don't care what you say. You're going to jail. They don't need that little girl no more. They got enough. They got her testimony. They got your DNA off her. You're done. I can't believe people in the conscious community actually even. I can. Because see, some of them dudes starving so bad. Some of them dudes starving so bad. These dudes ain't nothing but sellouts. These dudes, look, this is a prime example. All that stuff they be talking about, that's what they guilty of. No, they always be trying to go in history and talk about how they sold out Malcolm X, they sold out the Black Panthers, they sold out to the white man's black. Here it is. It is all repeating itself. History repeats itself. You can always find a sellout because there's always somebody who wasn't in position that want to be put in position. There's going to always be somebody to do the dirty work. I don't mind doing the dirty work. Always. Always. Boy. Keep telling y'all. Again, when these people be going against Jesus Christ, I'm telling you, anybody saying something disrespectful against Jesus Christ in the Bible, separate yourself. They don't mean you no good. They don't mean you no good. They evil as hell. They don't mean you no good. None at all. None at all. None. And it's terrible. With that being said, I'm going to hit this link right here. That being said, here go the link right here. Call up if you want to. I got a link right there. Call up if you want to. You want to come up and talk about it? The line is open. You can call up, talk about it, give your opinion on it. It's terrible, man. I'm gonna bring up the paperwork on it. In case people that ain't seen it, they don't know about it. I'll bring the paperwork on it so people can see it. You know, yeah, man. So here we go. Here we go right here.
About it now. Hold on. Hello.
Okay, so this is the paperwork right here. I got you, Cartoon Nuts. So,
hello.
Put pause on your background, brother. On your
Okay, so
cut the volume down on your background, brother. You got it? Cartoon Nick. You got it? Okay, so here we go. Here we is right here. Here's the paperwork on the situation. Brother Polite surrendered to the police Monday after he was accused of sexually assaulting his girlfriend's 14-year-old daughter in February. According to the police report, Brother Polite, whose real name is Michael Noet Jr., received permission from his girlfriend to take the alleged victim to an after party at Miami Club. After realizing the club was closed, he took the teen in his hotel. 37-year-old reportedly gave his girlfriend's daughter alcohol before dancing with her and touching her breasts, inner thighs, and buttocks. Later, the motivational speaker and author allegedly tried forcing the teen to perform oral sex on him. The victim passed out and woke up to Brother Polite trying to make her throw up. When his girlfriend discovered her daughter, she allegedly found her intoxicated and possibly on drugs with severe swelling on her mouth and lips. Brother Polite reportedly convinced his girlfriend to not call the police, claiming it would ruin his career. He was served with a DNA warrant in June before finally turning himself into the police. So the test results had came back a positive match. He had to turn himself in. They served him. His lawyer proclaimed he's innocent and said the evidence will prove as such. They got to put that out there, but you can't get around it, man. The little girl DNA, his DNA was all over the little girl. So evidence ain't proving nothing for him. Nothing at all. Period. How you even put yourself in a situation like that? Like, boy, get up out of here. I don't trust none of them dudes. None of them, none of them, none of them. Like I said, they got this war on God now, and it's coming back to bite them in the butt. Coming back to bite them in the butt all day long. Sonetta sick and body with disease. Brother Polite facing rape charges. Young Pharaoh going crazy in the head. Exposing they whole things of what they been preaching, teaching, and believing in for all these years. These dudes taking a terrible blow. I don't trust none of them dudes, man. These dudes be trying to sell y'all a dream. It's all about praising and worshiping them. They want to take the praise and worship away from God and put it on themselves. They want to be praised and worshiped. Cartoon, you there? Anyway, here go the link again if anybody want to call up and talk about it. It's the link you can call up to talk about it. Terrible. Terrible, terrible, terrible. Okay. So, I don't know, man. That's another thing. These people be trying to say stuff like, oh, he did a lot for the community. He did a lot for the brothers and sisters. No, he did a lot for himself. He did a lot for himself. Can't you see that was never the plan? That was just part of the plan for him to get people to believe in him, to get more out of people. But we clearly see where his heart always was at, where his desires is at. You get what I'm saying? That's where his heart was at. He was only helping himself, man. He figured that him doing all this charity will bring more to him. Simple as that. He know the game. He studied a lot of government and all that stuff. He know his ins and outs around the ropes. That's why he was a master alleged scammer. That's why he was a master alleged scammer. He knew how to get around things. He knew how to get around things. He's called a motivational speaker. He know how to say words to move people into acting accordingly to his will. That's what it means when you are a motivational speaker. Your words have power and influence to get people to do according to your will. That's what he was doing. That's what he was doing. Yeah, these guys got some serious issues, man. They don't want to keep it 100. King Jesus, man. King Jesus will never let us down. King Jesus will never let us down. No matter what anybody say. Told y'all I'm a star. Shouts out to Jada Pickett watching me. That's her other profile she used. I Daydream. Shouts out to Jada. Told y'all all the stars come over here to see me. You know, real talk. Queen of Attraction says, if this was anyone else, Sonetta would have dragged them, but because it's poor light, and poor light brings him views, he is playing favoritism. Yeah, he a fake dude. He always been fake. He always been fake. And now he battling with things himself. It always been that way. You know? I mean, it's sad, but it's true. But it ain't no way to get around it. You know what I'm saying? I ain't giving these people no passes, man. I'm sorry. None at all. None at all. It's sad. I just want people to call it like it is. I just want people to call it like it is, and that's what matters the most. If they ain't able to call it like it is, man, I'm breaking all them dudes down. I'm breaking all them dudes down. I don't care. It's like a domino effect. Might as well expose them all, hell. Queen of Attraction said, Sonetta had the nerve to say he had to be biased for his people. Right. Right. And when he say his people, that means everybody that donate and support to his channel. That's what that means. Everybody who donate and support to his channel. That's who his people is. Anybody that's coming out of their wallet for him. And even then, you not his people. And even then, you not his people. You know? I mean, it's no surprise. Look, let me tell you something. These brothers don't even respect and love God, man. So why would y'all believe that there's any love for y'all? They still saying the most stupidest thing. They still talking about we oppressed. Oh, we oppressed and we this. Listen, man, I ain't oppressed. I don't know none of that stuff you talking about. I ain't oppressed. Ain't nobody stopping me from having nothing. Ain't nobody stopping me from getting nothing. My blessings is not in the hands of a man. I'm sorry. My blessings is not in the hands of a man. So they ain't giving me nothing. What's going on, Cartoon?
How you doing tonight, brother?
I'm doing good. What's going on with you?
I just wanted to come back on the show and personally apologize for my last time on the show, even though people may not remember. You know, it was ironically it was with the Christian Bias, and it had to do with this same type of thing. Even though I'm not as familiar with the specifics to Brother Polite's case, I just seen you provide the paperwork, and to my understanding, there's some sort of DNA involved in this case.
They found six different places on the little girl clothes where his DNA was at on her. His sperm. That's what it mean by DNA. His sperm was over the little girl. 6 different places.
How old is this girl?
She was 14.
14 years old? Like,
it's his girlfriend's daughter. It was his next wife's daughter. So, you know. So
the only thing I would really want to know beyond that, because I don't know him personally. Like, my brother I got old. I got 5 brothers and sisters, and most of them are older than me.
Okay.
You know, and I grew up in Brooklyn, and my brother, he grew up. Well, we all grew up together for the most part, but my brother, I got 2 older brothers, and one of them had behavior problems.
Okay.
So I grew up in Bedford-Stuyvesant, but my brother that had the behavior problem, he didn't go to the same schools that me and my other siblings went to.
Okay.
So I remember Brother Polite, if I'm not mistaken, I don't want to, like, this is a long time ago. I'm talking about late 80s, early 90s, you know. Like, I remember, if I'm not mistaken, him and my brother Bryant went to school together. I mean, everybody that's from Brooklyn or even knows any, like, once you around in that Brooklyn, you know Brother Polite. And I remember him from Dr. Malachi Z. York. Dr. Malachi Z. York done molested all them kids. He molested, well, allegedly. Well, it wasn't even alleged, but...
Now, who was that? Because I heard something about that, but I'm not familiar with who he is.
All right, so I'll give you a little quick backdrop. Back when I was like 14, 15 years old, he was big in Brooklyn. He was at the sun and the moon and the stars, and we all type of aliens. And
it was some content community type stuff?
Yeah, like he was probably before like Brother Polite, like
okay, he was like one of the
Brother
big ones
Polite
before.
was in his school, but Dr. Malachi Z. York, he left New York. He was big in Brooklyn. I remember being in high school, 9th, 10th grade, everybody passing around his pamphlets and brochures, and Brother Polite used to be on Pickin' Ave teaching the sun, moon, and the stars, and yada yada yada. But make a long story short, he opened a school on a plantation. Yeah, like a couple acres of land or whatever, and everybody got molested. Men, women, children. Everybody caught herpes simplex, and the FBI pretty much locked him. And all the people involved or associated with any type of molestation or brainwashing type of thing going on, they basically locked them up. So Dr. Malachi Z. York is a very, like, if I'm 40 years old, so if you remember back 20 years ago, like maybe 22 to 25 years ago, he was big in a Black conscious community, and he was bringing a lot of insight to breaking down knowledge, whether it was good or bad, I don't know, because I was really in the streets at that time. I was young, I was wilding, you know, so I don't really know what he was teaching, but it was a lot of young brothers around. I mean, I think Polite probably, like, because my oldest brother that I'm pretty sure went to the same school with him is 3 years older than me, and then I have another brother who's like 4 or 5 years older than me.
Right.
You know.
So you didn't know about the Polite situation?
Well, I heard bit, like, as far as the specifics, like, until you just broke it down, like, I heard something going on with Polite, and everybody pretty much like
you just
talking
found
about
out,
it and
found
saying
out
he's
today?
done. Yeah, no, maybe yesterday, like, cause I've been doing a lot of like work with my painting and stuff. So I ain't, like, when I get paint, I just put on, like, let's say your show for like 4 hours,
right?
2-hour blogs, or let's say I watch
and go through the work, and you use that to work through. Okay.
Exactly.
Okay. I'm sort of like that too. Like if I'm cleaning up the house or
Mm-hmm.
do a long project, I have to watch or put on something
that ain't going to stop.
It seems like it helps you get done faster.
Mm-hmm. And it seems like when I listen to the content, or even if I'm watching, like it seems like when I have something that is a consistent, like at least an hour and a half to 2 hours and a half, that I can really get through my artistic or whatever I'm doing, you know. But when I gotta consistently take my attention to press something on the phone or the PlayStation or my Blu-ray player, it really like takes my mind, whatever I'm working on, away from what I'm doing. So I like to really dedicate, like your shows are perfect for that, because Like they're usually like an hour or 2 hours, unless it's like broken down things. And I usually just put on the longest one that I haven't seen.
Right.
And I
So
just
is
do
this
what I
one of
gotta
your
do.
is this one of your paintings right here?
Actually, something I did because I do like battle rap moments and battle rap art and just art in general. Like I made this like
Was that just one of your paintings you had up right there?
yeah, this is the Reed Dollars. I don't think it's really appropriate to explain the bars or whatever it is, but it was one of Reed Dollars first well-known battles, and the work on the left-hand side is basically breaking down what was said in the battle.
We
and on the
can't see
right,
it no more. The picture down now. It was up and it just went white now.
yeah, I don't know, but it's a lot of different things that I do. Beyond just like battle rap art, I like to do denim jackets and just try to be refreshing and being new.
Right.
And just bring like new things to the table when it comes to just being an artist, you know?
Right. Right. Okay. How long you been into art?
I've been painting for maybe 2 years, if
Okay.
that.
What kind of paint you do?
I really started with photography like when I got paralyzed about 5 years ago. God is good, man. I was paralyzed. I fell at McDonald's and I had to get back and knee surgery. But before that, I was into photography because my dad was a photographer. So I got this great idea one day to be able to take a picture, then draw the picture, then paint the picture, and then frame all three. So that was just a goal of mine that I had. And I didn't really feel like I could attain it, but I just started doing like once I learned photography, it was easier than I thought it would be. So then I had to master something that I was horrible at. I was horrible drawing and I never painted. So I started drawing first, and that took me about 2 to 5 years. Like I'm still learning to this day. And then I started painting probably maybe a year ago, if that, maybe a year and a half. I'm not 100% sure, but I haven't been painting long, you know?
Okay. All right. So even on that, now, how do you look at it now, seeing that you know the details of what went on? Like, I mean, it's just so many ways you could assess this thing, from the sexual assault to the giving the little girl liquor to getting
Wait, what? Wait, hold on. Wait, I'm sorry. You said he was getting, because I was switching phones. My other phone it cracked and my speaker blew out. So I had to switch to another phone. And I was reading the paperwork, but I didn't.
Okay, so allegedly he was giving the little girl alcohol that had drugs in it, date rape drugs in it. And that's what made the little girl, the little girl passed out, man, while he was doing whatever he was doing to her. And the little girl woke up to him sticking his hand down her throat to make her vomit after he was done busting nuts all over her. You get what I'm saying? So whatever he was doing to her while she was unconscious, don't know, but he may have thought he probably killed her because she hadn't came to. So he stuck his hand down her throat allegedly to make her vomit.
If your mommy asking, when is this actual police report, or when is these allegations actually taking place?
Well, it was supposed to have happened in February. Then
of this year?
Yeah. It happened in February this year. Then, okay, here go the paperwork right here. I'm trying to bring it up. Let me see. So it happened in February. And then a warrant was issued for him to actually give a DNA sample and thing to match so that they could come up with a match of the little girl. It came back positive and everything, you know. The warrant was issued for him. They're going to paperwork again.
All right, so back up. You said
hold on.
A warrant for his arrest.
Okay, right there. Look. So
Brother Polite surrendered.
Yeah.
All right, it says Brother Polite surrendered to police Monday after he was accused of sexually assaulting. I can't really see because it says live over it. I think it says his 14-year-old daughter in February. According to the police report, Brother Polite, whose real name is Michael Nowak Jr., received permission from his girlfriend to take the alleged victim to an after party at a Miami club. Wait, what?
Yeah.
So the mother agreed to let Brother Polite take her 14-year-old daughter to an after. Wow.
They trying to say now that that's not true. That's what he basically told the police. That's what they trying to say now. But this in the police report, so I don't know who's talking in this police report.
Yeah, because that sounds weird. If the mother, or I mean, how maybe I don't get. So is the mother saying that she allowed? I don't know. But
I
this is just
I don't know. I don't know who read. I don't know who this. Who this. I don't know if this
what
Brother
perspective.
Polite,
The person is speaking in the police. It could be Brother Polite saying that's his story,
but
or
they,
the woman.
But they given the evidence what led to the arrest. Right here.
So it says after realizing the club was closed, he took the teen to his hotel. The 37-year-old reportedly gave his girlfriend's daughter alcohol. So hold on, I hate to interrupt. So then if he's 37, then I couldn't be the same person that I thought. I thought he was my brother's age. So my brother didn't go to school with him because he's actually younger than me. Maybe he got an older brother. Okay, so let me recap.
He just look old as hell.
Yeah, I thought he was older than me, and I thought he was the same person who I used to see my brother cut school with. But it says the 37-year-old reportedly gave his girlfriend's daughter alcohol before dancing with her and touching her breasts, inner thigh, and buttocks. How you giving your girlfriend's daughter alcohol if she a minor, period? She's only 14.
Right.
It says later, the motivational speaker. Later, the motivational speaker and author allegedly tried forcing the teen to perform oral sex on him. The victim passed out and woke up to Brother Polite trying to make her throw up. When his girlfriend discovered her daughter, she allegedly found her intoxicated and possibly on drugs with severe swelling on her mouth and lips. Wow. So what is that? Is that abuse? Or is that from like sodomy? You understand? Like severe swelling. While she was drunk, she probably was saying no, allegedly, and he slapped her or something, or you never know, like how, I don't know. Like once I see swelling on her mouth and lips, that's like a telltale sign something weird happened that nobody knows but Polite, God, and the daughter. It says, Brother Polite reportedly convinced his girlfriend not to call the police, claiming it would ruin his career. What? It's a Christian show, but I was going to say, yo, couch, yo, career and all that. Like, what are you talking about? Like, what? He was served with a DNA warrant in June before finally turning himself into police. His lawyer, David Taras, proclaimed his client's innocence and said the evidence will prove as such.
Okay, so he had a DNA warrant. They put a warrant out for his DNA. to see if it matched the DNA that was on the little girl.
So let me ask you something, because I've never heard about anything like that. So when they put a warrant out on your DNA, that's just, you don't go to jail, right? You just have to give up your DNA and your rights are
You're gonna go
forfeited.
to jail. You're gonna go to jail if they try to get your DNA to match a crime that they trying to solve.
No, what I mean is, before you get prosecuted, you know how they have a warrant for your arrest, right? A warrant for your DNA is you can't deny them access to you. You have to give it up. It doesn't necessarily mean right then when you're giving up the DNA, you're going to jail, right? It just means you have to get the test done. And then once they get the results, that's when you'll be under further scrutiny or you'll be let go. Is that what that means?
Well, it's a DNA warrant. Can that mean? I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, I've never been around people, or I never heard of anybody needing that until this Chris and Bias, you know, like until all this stuff
What's up, Truth?
What's going on, Samurai?
Yeah, I just you came here. That is crazy. What happened with Brother Polite? Like, for real. Like, I ain't gonna lie. The truth. I've been slipping up these days, and I gotta confess my sins.
Yeah, confess them to God. Take them to God and confess them.
So I don't have to confess my sins to you. I can confess my sins to God.
You're supposed to confess them to God. You don't supposed to confess them to me.
Yeah. Like I slip. I made one little slip up, and
Bro,
every.
I'm not God. You don't have to confess your sins to me.
All right.
Tell it to Jesus Christ. Because I don't have the power to forgive you. But it just seems like you want people to know what you did. You want people to know what you did.
That's so you want to testify.
Right. You want people to know what you did.
Well, you said confess them to the God. So I'm gonna confess my sins, God. But
Yeah, just go to God. If it's bothering you and it's on your conscience like that, go to God. Ask Jesus Christ to forgive you. It's just that simple. You ain't got to tell it to me though.
All right, but that Brother Polite stuff is crazy for real.
Okay, talk about it. What's crazy about it?
Like it's the fact that he like it's the fact that it was a 14-year-old daughter, and the parents let the 14-year-old daughter go with Polite and all of that, and Polite did what he did. Like that was wild to me.
Are you surprised?
Like I didn't expect it was Brother Polite. This was the same person that you debated religiously, like, if I'm not mistaken, years ago.
But his stance was against Jesus Christ. That's what he was arguing. He was going against Christ. Like, he was going against God. So I ain't surprised.
All of this stuff is more of the reason to stick with Jesus and God.
No doubt.
Can I say something?
You can't go wrong. Go ahead.
Yeah, I just wanted to bring.
It's all the more reason to go to heaven.
How you doing, Samurai? Have a great night, and I just want to just intervene and just say something. And I want everybody to really think about this. Brother Polite has multiple wives.
All right. What, he got 4, 5?
I don't know how many.
The last count was 4.
But my point is not how many. My point is, for you to do this to one of your potential stepdaughters, like, and you have you have sexual access to lust over however many wives you have,
Right.
past the normal, like, like the normal regular relate. Like, so it's saying something.
Right.
You got some sort of demon inside of you for you to even have all this access to multiple different women's bodies and still want a minor. It's so much going on. Like, I don't even know where to start when it comes to this situation, because it's so much to psychoanalyze. First of all, I'm not letting my 14-year-old daughter go to a after party with my boyfriend. Like, what kind of mom? I don't want to judge her, because maybe she had faith, or maybe I don't know her situation, but maybe it's because I'm 40. Like, it's certain things that I wouldn't even allow with. I got 4 daughters, you know, I got 2 old ones and 2 young ones. So it's just certain things that just give red flags as a father and a grandfather that I just wouldn't even, nah, we're not doing that. Second of all, after the party, you're coming home, like, what are you talking about, hotel with my, and I'm not there, like, what? Like, it's so many things that I just question, but beyond, let's say it's a mother who don't know no better, like, you have access to so many women's bodies. Why would you even think about getting a 14-year-old girl drunk and allegedly high, or whatever drugs and whatever weirdo magic you try? Like, you gotta be possessed with a devil, demon, like something's gotta be like off for you to even think about this. And it's a 14-year-old girl. Like,
that is very young. Young. I wouldn't even try that. And I'm a 21-year-old, and I'm a 21-year-old. I wouldn't even try that.
Like, it's so many
For the
things.
most part,
Like, he's so far gone. Like, when you look at every little step he took to do what he did, and then even after he did it, like, he's trying to hide shame and put himself above even the mother and the daughter's victimhood. Like, you care more about your career. This would ruin my career. Like, what? What?
Yo, man. Like I ain't gonna lie. I would rather hook up with a with a with somebody that's like 2 years younger than me, than a 14-year-old. I rather hook up with a female that's like in her late teens than a female that's in her early teens.
That's
like a,
gotta
like a
be
like a like a 17 or 18-year-old.
What? I don't even like. Maybe it's because I'm 40, but even when I was 17, I was dating older chicks. Like, I'm not dating no little. Excuse my. I'm not dating no little kid. Like, like, maybe it's just like I'm not trying to get to know no little kid. Like, my oldest daughter, like 27, 28. Like, I ain't trying to get to know no little kids. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I want, like, that's why I say maybe he
I
got
don't
a
know
demon,
about you, but
because
I don't want to get I don't know about you, but I don't want to get old too quick. I don't want to get old too quick. If I go older, she gonna remind me too much of she gonna remind me too much of my age and all that stuff. I'm
how
not
old are
gonna
you,
feel
brother?
young. I'm 21. I'm not gonna feel young anymore. If I go older, she gonna remind me of my
My
age
dude,
too
you
much, man.
21 years old.
I'm I get scared. I get scared seeing them age and all that stuff, especially when they not getting married anytime soon. When they still single, I get scared. I get really scared of that, man. I
What
get
you
very
scared of?
scared. Like like the personality change as it get older. The things as they get older, like
You 21 years old, right?
I don't want to get old too soon. I don't want to get old too soon.
All right, you
I don't want
Samurai.
to get old too soon.
As a 40, let me give you some advice as a 40-year-old man. Like usually right now in your life, you should be trying to self-improve and focus on positive things and courting a female that has the values that you want in a woman and build off of that and create a foundation if you can. But usually, especially nowadays, I mean, it's not like how it used to be. Like, you probably won't find a woman around that will accept you for everything that's going on until you able to provide for that woman fully in this culture. Because now most women nowadays, they're not trying to really build. They're trying to come to the castle. So
That's
as a
that's why I'm eliminated it. I'm eliminated in it. I got my list of everything I want in a relationship, and I'm sticking with it. I'm gonna eliminate all of the foolishness. I'm gonna eliminate it completely by filtering my choices in my options. I'm a filter. Yeah, I'm gonna put every female through a filter, and I'm gonna filter out the things to see if she got what I want. I'm gonna filter them out. You you
yeah,
you, uh, you,
that
you,
sounds
you,
good.
you
I
go
mean,
you
it's
go you going
just,
through you going through a relationship filter. I'm a filter you.
I mean, my advice
have you
to
ever
you,
have you ever been in a relationship, Sam?
Well,
Have you ever had a girlfriend? Because I want to know if you
what's
speak
his longest
you hold
relationship?
on. I want to know if you ever had a girlfriend. Are you speaking from experience or you speaking from just
A
speaking?
want.
Well, in a way, I'm speaking from experience. Like I know what to tell you, but I never had a long relationship with a had a long relationship with a female. I never had somebody who stuck with me for a long time. I never had a girl a girlfriend that stuck with that was that was a long term. I never had a long term relationship with a girlfriend,
All
and
right.
and you
Let me ask you, what's your longest relationship that you've had? You say you're 21 years old. When will you be 22? And what's your longest relationship?
for the most part, my longest relationship is my mother.
No, I mean it's someone you having sex with, or you courting to have a commitment with beyond something that's like family bloodlines. Like, I mean, if that's the case, then everybody had the longest relationship as long as, like, I would be in a 40-year relationship with my mother. So, I mean, that would null and void everything anyway, because everyone would, even women will be in relationships with their mother and father as well.
Sammy,
So,
this relationship you had, did your girl have a mustache?
Nope.
Sammy, did she have a mustache?
Nope.
That don't sound like Sammy.
Nope.
how
She's
long was your longest relationship, Sammy?
I don't know how long my longest relationship because I never had a longest relationship
How long you think it was?
Was it a year? It couldn't have been a year because you would know a year. Was it like 30 days?
How long do you think it was?
6 months.
6 months. So
And
you
how
had a
old
6
was
month, right? You had a 6 month relationship. How old was you?
Hmm?
How old was you at the time you had this 6 month relationship?
This is 16.
You was 16. Oh, okay. All right.
And how many girlfriends or relationships, if you can remember, how many relationships have you had in your 21 years besides your mom and your family members?
Well, I've been in a friend zone for the most part, I always wanted a lifelong relationship with one of the with a female, but I couldn't get one because I didn't know what I know now. But now I know what I know now. Now I know what I want. Now I'm able to get it. I'm able to to fight for whatever I want. I'm able to fight harder.
So now you know. So you in a relationship now?
No, I'm not in a relationship. I got my list already. I'm putting I'm about to hand out relationship applications to women. If a woman says she wants to get with me, you got to fill out this relationship application, and you have to get 100% on it. It's like a test. It's not just an
All right.
application. It's also a test.
Samurai.
And the only way you can get in, the only way you can get
Samurai.
with me is if
Samurai.
you pass,
Let me stop
if you
you,
get a
brother.
100%.
As a 40-year-old man, I gotta stop you, bro. Cause you must not know how relationships work. It's women that give the applications. The brothers don't get the applications. The brothers want the jobs. The women,
No.
like you
I'm gonna give out the application. I'm giving it out. No, I'm giving it out. As a man, I'm giving it out. I got my application down pat. I written my application. I'm sending it out. I'm gonna
Okay.
send it to your email. Truth. You too. What's your co-host name?
Well, I'm just a friend. I'm not a co-host.
Julian is my co-host.
No. I mean your. I mean this 40-year-old.
Oh,
Like what's
my name is Cartoon Kicks.
You want
KIKS.
him? You want him to fill out an application?
Cartoon Kicks. It's not just an application. It's a test. You're not.
Why would we want an application?
No. No. This is not for men. This is for women. For women.
So why would we want a copy? Why would you say you're gonna send us a copy?
No. I'm gonna send it to every. I'm gonna send it to every to females only. This copy is gonna be sent to females only. This is gonna be an
Is
application.
you rich or something? Is you rich?
I'm not rich, but I do.
Do you
But I
got a
do
lot
got.
of money? Do you got a lot of money? Because I want to know why would women want to even entertain signing an application for you?
But see, we older, so we understand. Like he's speaking from a 21-year-old perspective that I don't really understand.
I'm just trying to understand if you giving applications out, you ain't rich. Why would a woman entertain your application unless you just got it like that they just want to be with you that bad? But this don't seem like the case because you said your last relationship you was in, you was 16.
Knowing what I know now. I know now. I know what to pick now. I know what not to pick. I know what. I know what to eliminate and what not what to keep and what to pick out. I know what to. I
Okay,
know
give
what
me
to.
some. Give
I
me
do
some of
process
the
of
things.
elimination with
You
these females.
saying
I do
this,
process
but
of
you not in a
elimination.
samurai. You saying this, but you not in a relationship.
Like I said, I do a process of elimination like a test.
Give me some of the things you so called. Give me some of the things you so called. Okay, Sammy. Here's the thing. The crazy thing about this is you actually serious. I know you serious. You serious. But real life just don't work like that. When you doing paperwork and contract like that, you either trying to get them to sign an NDA, a prenup, or you basically signing your divorce papers and marriage papers. You say you have an application where you just gonna hand it out to women, and it got all these requirements on it, and they have to fulfill every one. They got to get 100% on.
Yeah, we send out as a test, and this is a cutthroat test.
Who
It's a
is
test.
we?
They gotta sit. They gotta fill out the application. It's a cutthroat. It's a cutthroat test. That the only way you can pass it is if you get a 100%.
Some okay, okay, Sam. I get it. No big deal, bro. I mean, if that's look, let me tell you, that's how you might can find that person who belong to you. I mean, I can't say that it's. You know what? I take it back. I can't say that that's not real life because you actually did it. But you might could meet that perfect one according if that's what you put in play to decide this how I'm gonna meet my perfect woman, and it's a woman that's actually willing to fill out that application, she have to be your soulmate. So
Because I filter out. I treat it like I treat it. I treat it like I filter. I know what to pick now, and I know what not to pick. And I got my application up here.
okay. All right. No doubt. No doubt. All right. So you know what you want. I can't tell you what you don't want. I just hope.
No. I got a pretty long list. I got a pretty long list
Of what you require for a woman to fit. What's your requirements that a woman have to fit?
Yeah. It is more than 10 things. Let's just say it's more than 20. You want to hear it?
Not all 20. You can give me a couple. Give me a couple. Don't give me all 20 because this may last a long time. Just give me a couple of them. Give me the first three.
Okay, I can give you a couple. A couple. Okay, I want a woman that's beautiful. I want a woman that's kind. I want a woman that I will love forever.
Wait. You're going too fast. Wait, you're going too fast. You want a woman that's beautiful.
I want a woman that's kind. I want a woman that
you
I
want
will
a
love.
Woman that's what? Fine.
That's kind. I want a woman that I will love forever.
Okay, so you want to hold on. Is that one thing? Well, you just gave me 3 in a row right there. You want a woman that's beautiful, a woman that's kind, and a woman you can love forever.
Yes.
Is that 3 different ones, or are you saying that's just one thing?
No, those are 3 different.
And you want a woman you can love forever.
Yeah. A woman that I will love forever.
Then that ain't nothing for her to fit. That's something you have to know. How could she check that off?
Okay. I want a woman that's not too extra. I want a woman that I can tell what to do, command
So you
to
want
do,
a
and
woman
instruct.
that's not too. You want a woman that's not too extra. You want a woman that you can command.
that you can that I can tell her what to do, command to do, and instruct her without her getting angry. I want a woman that I have the right to tell what to do,
So
command
you
to do, and
want
is strong.
you want a sex doll. It sounds like you describing a sex doll. That's what you want.
Yeah, yeah.
Then you could just order that, right? You can just order it from Amazon.
Yeah, yeah. I got an application test, and those are a couple of them. But I'm gonna stop there. But I might do a blog on that on what I want in a relationship. I might do a
Okay,
blog
give
on
me
that.
some more, man. You ran through that quite fast. Give me some more. So you want a woman you can command. You
I,
want
I
a
I
woman.
I want a woman that does not remind me too much of my mother. I want to.
Okay, wait. You want a woman that don't remind you too much of your mother. Please explain to me what that means.
I ain't gonna lie. My mom is educated. My mom is an independent female, but my mom made some bad decisions when it came to relationships.
So what is it you don't want to see in your girl specifically that you see in your mama?
It just that like ever since my dad left my dad left me at a young age, and ever since I turned 21, I've been thinking of what are the reasons why my mom cannot get a man, or my mom can't get married to anybody. And one of the reasons is why is that she had a wedlock, and as a result of that, just only that, but she didn't get married earlier. She didn't hook up with a high value man earlier. With and usually for a woman, her and usually for a woman, her 20s is the prime years of her sexual market value. So my mom has
Where
passed
you
her
get
prime.
that from? Where you get that from? That's not true. Who told you that?
And usually this
Man, where you be getting your information from?
something called a relationship advice place, a relationship advice area, and then not only that, just my mother listened. She listened too much to my grandmother too much, and as a result of that, she can't she can't have nobody, because my grandmother the brainwashed her, and now she's almost like celibate and all this stuff. She just had
So
me
you
at
thought
she had
about this for a long time. You definitely don't want nobody like your mama.
I ain't gonna lie, she's good. She raised me. She took care of me. She did what she could do, while she could still do it. But she 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 like she listened too much to her mom, her mom too much, and her mom wasn't that educated. Her mom had a third grade education, and I don't know if my grandmother was good at relationships. I don't know if she could keep relationships, because she my grandmother probably done brainwashed my mother to believe what she believes, and now she can't stop believing it. She's like, oh, it's like she's it's like she didn't want my mother my my mother to get married, and not only does she not want my mom to get married, the people in the people in some of her friends don't want her her to get married neither. So this is like a red flag. This is like a dead end for relationship.
Okay, give me some more. Give me some more that's on your list.
I want a woman that does not remind me too much. That's not too neglectful and not too and doesn't give me the cold shoulder like my father gives me the cold shoulder. Like if my I ain't gonna lie to you, like for real, like for real.
You don't want your woman to give you the cold shoulder like your father gave you. Please.
Yeah, yeah. It's just that because I ain't gonna lie.
I'm sorry.
This is
I'm sorry.
this is real stuff. Hey,
Wait.
truth. This is
I know. That's why I said I'm sorry.
truth. This is some real stuff for real. This is some real stuff, like for real. Ever since my dad left me, I've been thinking about. I've been and ever since my dad hasn't been getting in contact with me, getting in touch with me the way that he's supposed to. I've been thinking for real that yeah, I've been asking myself my question: do 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 you want this? You want this repeated? So I don't want the neglect from 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 my future soulmate, like how my father neglected me because I ain't gonna lie to you. I ain't gonna argue with it's okay. It's okay and also my mother is just struggling with and like a bit like a problem with her attitude. It's like she's getting better, but she's getting better by the bit, and I commend her. But my it, it my mom is angry, and I think it's because of the decision that she made to make me out of wedlock. Why she's angry, because you have to understand this is that my mom's in her 60s, and when they pass their sexual prime, and they know, and they no long and it can no longer be fertile, and they can no longer get get married, and they can no longer be like get find love. They get angry, and they get hostile. I can't hear your truth sound.
Your mom in her 60s.
Mm-hmm.
So she had you in her 40s.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and that's also a factor of it. I don't I don't mind
So you
my
don't
mom.
want your woman reminding you of anything like your mother, and you don't want your woman giving you the cold shoulder like your father gave you.
Yeah, I don't want my woman to remind me too much of my mother nor my father. I don't I want a woman that is not too older than me. I want a woman that's not only willing to date and marry someone her age, but a woman that is my age. I want a woman that, if she is not my age, has to be younger, and if she is younger, has got to be willing to date and marry someone older than her, and that's me. I want a woman that I can have power over. I want a woman that does not have kids that look like they could either be my nieces, nephews, or my younger siblings, or my
You just
younger
don't,
cousin,
bro.
or
You
siblings.
just don't want an older woman. You say you don't want no woman that got kids that look like
Not
your
not
nieces and nephews.
I don't want no woman that have kids that looks like they could either be my nieces and nephews, or my younger cousins or siblings.
So
I don't
you
want
just don't like older women. You want women your age.
they pass in a way they pass they sexual prime. I want a woman that
So
loves
you
me for
saying
what.
older women past their sexual primes.
Yeah, yeah, the single ones. I want a woman that loves me for who I am. I want a woman that loves me so much that she's willing to hurt everybody's feelings for me. I want a woman everybody else's feelings for me. I want a woman that loves me so much that she's willing to go against the entire world for me. I want a woman that loves me so much that she's willing to go against her family for me. That's the thing that my mother didn't do. My mother did a good job of raising me. She did a good job of teaching me what she teach me. But she messed up when she listened to my to my to
To
my
your
grandmother,
grandmama, right?
to her grandmother too much, and not and not take advantage of her sexual prime, which is her 20s.
So your mama messed up because she was listening to her grandmother. When she was
No,
listening
no,
to
no,
your grandmother, which was her mother,
yeah.
that made her miss out on her sexual prime in her 20s and why she had you at the age of 40.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
and then I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna keep going.
Go
I
ahead.
want a woman that loves me so much that she's willing to go against her friends for me. I want a woman that does not look. I want a woman that does not look too much like me. I want a woman that is not only my race.
Stop. Wait. You want a woman that don't look too much like you.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, well, how you gotta let the people see how you look so they can know what you mean. Because they listening. They want to know, well, how do you look if you don't want a woman that look like you? Show them how you look.
Well, well,
Let them see your face and cut it back off. Just let them see a little glimpse of your face so that they can see the type of woman you don't want that look like you.
Yeah. If you look too much like me, there's a good chance that I'm gonna probably get intimidated. And there's a good chance that I'm probably gonna not like it, and I'm probably gonna be pissed, and gonna be pissed off, like, for real. Like, nah, man, we're not doing this. We not doing that. I want a woman that's not only my race. I don't just want to date and marry a woman within my own race. I don't. You you. I'm sorry to say, sisters, but being black is not enough. Being black is not enough to hook up with me, sisters. Being black is not enough. You got to be more. You got to have more to the table. Yeah, you gotta be more than just black. I want a woman that's not only my race. I don't want to just date and marry a woman within my own race. Sorry, sisters, but I can't I can't do it. You gotta have you gotta have more to you than your blackness.
That's the end of the list.
Yeah, that's the end of the list.
That sounded like more than 20 things. Man. Okay, well, at least you really sat back and thought about this. So I think, you know what's crazy? Your list is actually promising to some degree because some of those things I think a woman can do. some of some of those things a woman can do, brother.
Hmm.
Um, that's crazy. That's crazy. I don't know, man. Hopefully we can help you out, man. I can't wait till you actually get her. I can't wait till you actually get her, boy. Man, that was funny.
Yeah.
Man. Anyway, anything you want to say about this brother polite thing?
Yo, man, like, like that is wow. That is crazy. Like why did he went for the cradle. This dude polite. He went for the cradle.
I know. Hold on. I also noticed from your list, you left out a few things I think that should have been important. You didn't mention nothing about you making sure that the woman. Well, I guess if you said kind, that could mean for that could mean for her not being violent
Yeah,
or domestic in any type of way.
yeah.
You also didn't mention nothing about her being able to fulfill you sexually. You didn't mention nothing about that.
I can add.
But again, if you're gonna sum it up as far as like saying you want a woman that you can live or that you can love forever, I guess that would qualify. But if dealing in specifics, you didn't even mention you want a woman that believe in Christ. You didn't even mention that.
Yeah, yeah. I'll add those in. I'll add those in.
Okay, no doubt. But let me ask you the question. What would make a woman want to sign that contract, though? What would make her want to sign that contract? Yeah, like why would a woman be interested in signing your contract? Like what benefit? Now you all these obligations you want them to fulfill, but what benefits them if they fulfill those obligations or meet those requirements? Let's say that not fulfill, but meet those requirements in your contract. What benefits do they get? What do they get out of it?
Okay, well, what they get out of it is just that I'll go against the world for I will love her so much that I'll go against the world for her. I will love her so much that
So the contract is basically vice versa. Everything in the contract I'm asking you to do, I would do.
yeah. For the most part, vice versa.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, you got a lot of
Now it doesn't have to be. We don't have to go in order down on the list. We can skip requirements, go over it, and then go back and forth. But as long as we as long as we going we going vice versa for the most part, and we fulfilling it. That's good.
okay. How long you believe, realistically speaking, you 21 right now. When do you believe? When? Let me put this in the right way. You're 21 years old now.
Yeah.
How, at the least, how soon you expecting to be with somebody? At the least.
Either 23, or 25.
Between 23 and 25.
And if not 30 years old.
30 years old. Okay. So anywhere between the next 10 years, you expect them to be with somebody.
Yeah.
And you can wait.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, brother. I mean, I ain't mad at you. So you gonna go without sex and stuff for another 10 years. Well, you did it for 21 years. So you going for 30.
Yeah, I'm going until I and then I'm going until I until I get to a place that I can really get I can really lock down on a female and I can date female for a little bit and then marry her and then have sex after that.
Okay. No, I ain't mad at you, bro.
The day after the wedding.
At least you, huh? A day after
The,
what?
the day after the wedding.
The day after the wedding, y'all gonna have sex?
Yeah, I'm thinking of I'm thinking of that.
You know it don't really go like that though, right?
Oh,
You know it's the day of the wedding, not the day after the wedding.
all right.
Yeah, it's not the day after the wedding. It's the night of the wedding. That's how you consummate the marriage. Like
All right.
that. Look, if you never knew you were gonna get some, that's the day you definitely supposed to get some. You may not get no more after that day, but that's the day you definitely supposed to get some. That day, not the day after.
Mm.
Them not two different ceremonies. That happens in the same night.
Oh, oh man.
It's okay. And learn something new every day, brother. Learn something new every day. Okay, Sammy.